because I would say I'm a live example of the benefits or the magic that this to-do list creates. Because I have been creating to-do lists for the last 5 years, and let me assure you, it works like magic. Yesterday we were talking about procrastination. It simply vanishes from your life. And whatever goals you have set in your life, that is the simplest and the most beautiful way of achieving them. Before joining graphology, I used to create that to-do list on a tool that each one of our mobile phones have with the Google Keep. But because we need to write, we all are in the this journey of graphology, so switched to writing. And yes, it has an impact of another dimension. So, yes, without fail, without giving it a thought, just start creating. Now, let's begin with today's because obviously there's something else, some beautiful things to share and in a more structured way. Because today I'm going to teach you how to create a to do list that actually works. But before that, let's talk about certain people who actually experience some issues in their life or what is it all about. So just imagine it's a Sunday night and Sneha sits with her notebook, feeling motivated and organized. She writes down 17 tasks for Monday. Complete presentation, call client, buy groceries, exercise, read chapter 5, etc., etc., etc. She goes to bed feeling very productive. Monday evening, she's completed 4 tasks and feels like a complete failure. Her to do list, instead of empowering her, has become her judge, jury, and executioner. Sounds familiar? Many of us, we in the, when we are too motivated, we just keep on writing things on the to do list. So here's the truth, a to do list should feel like a roadmap, not a prison sentence. And today I want to show you how to create a list that actually works. So let me tell you why most to do lists fail. Because we treat them like shopping lists. Just dump everything we need to do and hope for the best. But here's the problem, most lists fail because either they are too long, vague, or even unrealistic. Let me share something about Rajesh, a marketing professional from Pune. His Monday list included work on project, exercise, study for certification, and spend time with family and organize files. And by Tuesday, he felt overwhelmed and simply gave up. What went wrong? His tasks were like saying go to Delhi without specifying whether you are taking a train, flight, or a rickshaw. They were destinations without directions. Because he mentioned, let's say, work on project. Which project? What specific part? For how long? Exercise? What kind? Where? When? Now, these aren't tasks. They're categories of tasks disguised as single items. So you have to be very, very specific. So here's the uncomfortable truth. We write vague tasks because specificity feels harder, but vagueness is what kills productivity. It's like trying to cook with a recipe that says add some spices instead of add 1 teaspoon of turmeric. So the solution isn't to write shorter lists, it is to write smarter lists that work with your brain, not against it. So let me introduce you to a game changing concept. So break large tasks into clear, doable steps. So think of yourself as a surgeon performing task surgery. So instead of looking at complete presentation as one overwhelming entity, you dissect it into specific actionable steps, like research topic for 30 minutes. There's a deadline to that. Create outline with 5 main points. Then write introduction slide or find 3 relevant images and practice first 5 minutes of presentation. See, we are very, very specific. So each step is measurable, completable in one sitting. So it's like the difference between become fit and do 20 push ups. So let me share the story of Kavya. Now, what is all about that she's a 12th grade student from Chennai. She was overwhelmed by prepare for board exams on her list. So we broke it down together. How? Instead of the monster task, her list became complete math chapter 1 exercise, page 15 to 20. Memorize 10 history dates for tomorrow's test. Review physics formula sheet for 15 minutes. So that's how. So suddenly she got the insight that yes, now this felt manageable. She could see progress, celebrate small wins, and of course, build momentum. The mountain became a series of small hills. The key insight, your brain loves completion. It craves the satisfaction of checking things off. So when you break tasks down, you create more opportunities for that satisfying check mark. And I relate to this because, when after completing a task, I write done next to it, that gives me immense happiness and satisfaction. And it actually motivates me to get down to complete the next one. So now, let me introduce you to a system that will revolutionize your to do list, the traffic light system. Yes, just like traffic lights manage the flow of vehicles, this system manage the flow of your tasks using 3 categories. The red one, because see, we have red, yellow, green lights. So the red is must do, critical. So these are non negotiable tasks. If you don't do them, there are immediate consequences. Now, your boss will be upset. You'll miss a deadline or you'll face real problems. So, we can say that during the day, at the max, you can have 2 to 3 tasks of this must do types in a day, not more than that. Then the yellow, that is should do. They are important, but not as critical. Your life is not dependent on that. So these tasks matter for your long term goals, but won't cause immediate crisis if delayed by a day or two. So I would suggest keep just one or two, not more than that. Because we always need to have the longer vision, right? And that is why in graphology, we see if our handwriting is zonal or not, right? And then the green ones, that is, it can wait. They're the optional. That if you find time after completing the red and the yellow ones, you can sit down to complete the green tasks. So these are like nice to have tasks, smaller ones. If you complete them, great. And if not, life goes on normally. So now let me share with you with this with an example that how it works. Now let me share an example of Rohit. He's a software engineer from Bengaluru. Now his old list was a chaotic mess of 15 items. But using the traffic light system, how he did. In the red section, he chose fixing the critical bug in the client's website because it needed to be done because the site was down. Attend team meeting at 3 p.m. Submit timesheet before 6 p.m. So just the 3 tasks. Then the yellow ones, the should do. Review code for tomorrow's deployment. Update project documentation. and reply to non urgent emails. So, this could have waited. Even if he could not have completed any, then he can switch it on to sh- that is rescheduling to the next day. Then the green ones that can wait, that organize desktop files, read industry article, or update LinkedIn profile. So these are the good ones, needed ones, but doesn't need any urgency. So this system eliminates decision fatigue. So you know exactly what to focus on first. You can sleep peacefully knowing you've handled the critical items, even if the optional ones remain undone. So here's something fascinating. The way you check off tasks determine how you feel about your productivity. You know, most people approach their to-do list like stern school principal, focus on what's left undone rather than celebrating what's been accomplished. So, this creates a negative feedback loop where productivity feels like punishment. So, instead, try doing this, that when you complete a task, pause for a moment, feel the satisfaction, say to yourself, I did it. This isn't about becoming narcissistic, it's about training your brain to associate productivity with positive feelings. And remember, your to do list should be a tool that serves you, not a master that controls you. The goal isn't to complete every single item, it's to complete the right items with intention and satisfaction. And let me give you a simple formula again for creating lists that actually work. One, brain dump everything. Get all tasks out of your head onto paper first. Because a to do list that is in your mind never works. Let me tell you, it never works. So put it down on paper. Then apply task surgery, that is breaking vague tasks into specific actionable tasks, that is using the traffic system. Then limit your daily capacity because, of course, you have your limits, right? How many tasks you can do. So align with that, then celebrate completion. Acknowledge each accomplished task before moving to the next. And this isn't about perfection once again, it's about progress and consistency. So it's about creating a system that works with your natural psychology rather than against it. So here's the beautiful truth: you don't need to do everything to be successful. You need to do the right things consistently. So, your to do list isn't a measure of your worth, it's a tool for your growth. So, if you really want to grow, let me tell you, this is the best foot forward. So, every task you complete with intention, every priority you clarify, every moment you choose focus over chaos, these are the building blocks of a well lived life. So, your to do list should be your ally, not your enemy. It should guide you towards your goals, not guilt you about your limitations. So, here's your challenge for today. Right now, create today's to do list using the traffic light system. Take out your phone or grab a piece of paper. Of course, as graphologist, I would suggest a piece of paper. Then write down three tasks under each category: the red, yellow, and the green. Start with your red tasks, complete them with intention, celebrate each check mark, and feel the satisfaction of progress, not the pressure of perfection. And remember, a to do list should feel like a roadmap, not a prison sentence. Use it to navigate towards your dreams, not to punish yourself for being human. Your future self is waiting for the clarity you create today. So, with that thought, thank you.